My name is Phelda, and I learned about the pregnancy center online, actually. My purpose of going to the pregnancy center was to get an actual abortion. I realized that I was in an abusive relationship. We had been dating for 4 years. We still weren't married. I knew that he did not want another child, and I currently have a 7-year-old son. He had told me in the past that if I were to ever get pregnant, I was going to have an abortion. I felt that I was already pregnant, so I just needed confirmation about the pregnancy. What I did like about the pregnancy center is that the actual pregnancy test was free of charge. I had an exam with a practitioner on staff. They gave me a pregnancy test. The experience with my sonogram was, first of all, I'm really glad that the pregnancy center gave me the sonogram. You know, you come back for your second sonogram that, they offer to you for free, and you get to hear the heartbeat. And I think by the time I was 2.5 months pregnant, I was listening to my baby's heartbeat. I didn't even know that there was a heartbeat inside of me. I thought it was just a bunch of cells growing, and that's just not the case. And just from getting that little bit of education from the pregnancy center, that completely, changed my perspective. They gave me information on Medicaid, information on the closest hospital and the closest doctors. I really like that the pregnancy center offered professional counseling free of charge to me during my pregnancy. It really helped me with the issues and the stress that I was undergoing, and it helped me clarify my decision on if I was really wanting this abortion for myself or if I was being pressured into it. At the pregnancy center, I was set up with my first counselor, who was Diane, and she was very helpful. She gave me an educational video to watch. She gave me educational pamphlets on abortion, on adoption, on keeping my child, just so I would be educated on all aspects to make a final decision. My daughter, Autumn, absolutely love her. I'm so happy to God and to the pregnancy center, all of the staff who has helped me. Without finding them online, I would have went through with my abortion. If you're in a situation, the ladies at the pregnancy center can not only offer you counseling, but they can offer you prayer to help you make the right decision. God has blessed me with my daughter, and I'm so happy that I have her today. This is my daughter, Autumn Brown. Without the pregnancy center, I don't even want to think about what life would have been like.
My name is Nicole, and this is my husband, Dwayne.
I would like to share a story with you on how Mid-City's Pregnancy Center helped me with the knowledge of giving life to a couple that can't have children.
The day that I came into Mid-City's Pregnancy Center, I was a complete wreck. After having Kinley, which is my 2-year-old, I'd had my tubes tied and found out that I was pregnant, and complete shock because I had my tubes tied for a reason, and that was because I could not have another child physically, financially, because our girls are so close in age, they're only 10 months apart. They were really, really babies at that time. I knew that I couldn't do it. I went into the pregnancy center. I met with Barbara, and I mentioned adoption to her, also abortion. If it wasn't for that lady, I don't know where I would be today, and I don't know if Etta would even be here today.
And I knew at that moment that this was God's calling for me to be there that day. And I told her, I said, "You're not a terrible person." I said, "Adoption is such a selfless act and such a loving, kind thing." I said, "I have adopted children." I wanted to be a mother more than anything, and somebody just like you chose life for their baby, and because of that life, I'm a mother.
I'm Kevin Reed. This is my wife, Caroline Reed.
I was born with a congenital heart defect, and so ever since I was born, my cardiologist recommended to my parents that I should not, when I grow up and get married, I should not have children physically. I should not become pregnant. And so I've just always known that I would have to take a different avenue to have children when I got married. We always knew our story would look different and our family would look different, and it would be a different avenue than, I guess, the normal. But God just quickly grew our hearts for a desire to pursue adoption. We were on vacation at the time. There was just something in me that knew that we needed to be in the books at that moment, and so I called my sister back home and sent her over to my house and had her submit, go on my computer and get all of the paperwork and send it by email to our agency. So we sent it Wednesday night. Thursday morning around 8:05 or something, I got an email that said that it was official and that we were in the books, and that we now were starting the dreary waiting process of anywhere from 18 months to 2 years. And so that was at 8 o'clock that we were officially potential adoptive parents, I guess.
And 4 hours later is when I had chosen them, and Leah, I'd called Leah, which is my counselor, and I said, Leah, I found the couple. And she's like, Nicole, I just gave you the book today. And she's like, well, what's your second and third choice? And I said, I don't have a second and third choice. This is them. I know it is.
This is Etta Abigail Reed. She's 7 months old right now. This is our daughter that we love very much. That is so sweet, and that has changed our lives completely. Both Caroline and I believe strongly that volunteering or somehow supporting Mid-Cities Crisis Pregnancy Center or any sort of organization that works with women who are pregnant and stuck in a situation where they don't see a clear answer is more than just helping a life, it's saving a life. And I mean, obviously we feel strongly in that our lives would be completely different, and we can't imagine not having Etta in our life. But also any young woman who needs that counseling and that support, and the life that woman is carrying inside of her that doesn't have a voice, that needs someone to speak for him or her, is something that I can't think of a better way to spend your time or your money or your energy or your resources. And we sit here today in debt to Mid-Cities Pregnancy Center and what they did for Nicole and how they were able to bring Etta into our lives.